Hello everybody and welcome once again to Diana's Music Class Online. I hope that you've been practicing. Remember the things that we've done before and keep with them. So what's next? More of the same, I'm afraid. Remember that your manuscript paper should be like handwriting paper. You need to practice writing out your notes. Treble clef notes, bass clef notes, write spaces, write lines. Do those flashcard exercises on paper. Also, you should be able to write out some of your scales. At least begin with C major. You should be able to do it one octave ascending, going up, and descending, going down. If you're a bit more advanced, try doing 2 octaves from middle C, below the 5 lines, up to C 2 ledger lines above. F, A, high C. So writing out your scales, ascending, descending, with the key signature and without the key signature. For writing out scales, we don't worry about the timing, we don't worry about time signature. If you're playing a scale, you'll know that they just need to be at a regular pace. Today I wanted to talk to you about the quality of notes in a scale. Every note in the scale has a different quality or different characteristic. The most important note, I hope you'll realise, is the home note or the first note. It's also called the tonic, step number 1. If you know tonic solfa, you should think of this note as do. It's the home note. And I'm talking about using movable do. In some countries, do is C, for example, it's a fixed note. But here we can move it depending on what key we're in. So if we're in the key of G, then G is do. If we're in the key of B flat, then B flat will be do. If we're in the key of F sharp, then F sharp will be do. But let's keep it simple to start with. Our do will be C to begin. So C will be the first step of the scale, and I've done that by a closed fist. Re will be step 2, which is just a little bit above, and then Mi, the chord tone for a C chord, will be the 3rd step. 4th step is Fa. So, thumb down please. So will be step 5, and then we carry on up to the high do at the top. So do at the bottom, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, almost there, and then do. So ti is characterized by the way it wants to get up to that top note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Wants to get home. So we have home note at the top and at the bottom. That's the same note. C at the bottom or C at the top. And as I said, it would apply to any scale. Perhaps the next most important notes would be the 5th and the 4th steps. So the so, do, so, do, so, do. It's the hunting call. The trumpeter normally will use these notes. And you'll notice they're the notes of a chord. So we've got do, so, mi, do, the notes of the major chord. Step 1, do, step 3, mi, step 5, so. We need to get quite familiar with these. I suppose you could argue whether it's the next most important note, but step 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, the Fa or the F if we are in the key of C major. And I say that because one of the most common chords would be built on F. So the chords we will use, and as we said before, a chord is a combination of 2 or 3 notes played at the same time. C chord uses step 1, 3, 5, C, E, G. Then the next most important chord in that key would be the G chord built on step 5. C, D, E, F, G. Step 5 of the C major will be G, B, D. I hope I'm not going too fast for you, but you can always rewind it. So C, the tonic chord, beginning on the root note, is the most important, C, E, G. Then, secondly in importance, we're still in the key of C major, would be the dominant or the 5th step of the scale. In this case, C, D, E, F, G. The 5th step would be G, and so the G chord is G, B, D. Then you can play quite a lot of songs with just those two chords, but then we'd also include the F chord built on the fourth step. C, D, E, F, G, C, D, E, F, the fourth step, and the chord would be built up in the same way. F, miss out the G, A, miss out the B, C. So there we have it, 3 important chords built on step 1, step 4, and step 5. The tonic, the subdominant, step 4, and the dominant, step 5. By all means, email me if you have any questions or any queries. In the meantime, please go ahead and try writing a melody that uses steps 1, 3, 5, and 4. Just those. Thank you for listening. Hope to hear from you soon.